camera angles, you know it's going to be... Oh, this thing's not on.
I'm like, you let Jake on the mic?
Hey, it's on now. It's on now. We're hot.
I think we should have my committee today.
This is
I'm surprised Jake signed something. There we go. That's a legal way. You got a pardon before.
in a ridiculous turn of events. We actually have to win this game 9-0. 7-0. Sorry.
No penalty minutes, no goals against. As soon as we get a goal against, we're done. It's a must shutout.
This is a must shutout game. So quite a bit from the gallery early, Jake. This might be a wild one.
As if things couldn't get worse. Shane ends up trading spots with Melanie, and here we are.
Puts in an online underwear order at Target, runs down there,
and here we are. Playing game against Grand Forks.
Pool play against Grand Forks, where we just have to score 7, give up 0,
and less than 3 penalties, I believe. Someone had done the math on that. Considering how disciplined we've been, I think that we're in good shape.
So you heard it, folks. We know the recipe. The rest is just the play. So Russo will take the face-off to start this one. Give it back out front. She'll find it through the circle. Look for a spinning puck. Played off by the Aviators of Grand Forks. That's right, we have Grand Forks Aviators. This will find Allison Noble in on the rush. She'll play behind her own net, or behind the net of the Aviators. Comes up the half wall, plays out to center ice. Morris, who's playing defense, just covering for Noble, who is in on the drive, will back off and cover. That one's turned over right at the blue line, picked up by Noble, gives way over to Joseph, through the stick of Suraju, who had a soccer game earlier this afternoon, so just making the 94 trek.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Lost that 1-0. We traded out 2 Surajus.
Holy.
But kept the one that counts. So now Hendricks on. She's going to look cross ice for Fries. She sees an opening, hits a stick of a long-limbed defenseman for Grand Forks. That was tipped. We're going to keep the clock running here at 15:45 in the first period. All 3 lines. That one's out.
Oh, here we go.
Kate's going to come on hard for this one. She's got a good look at it. Puts one right into the goaltender's pad. Looks like a fresh helmet on that goaltender for Grand Forks. Comes out to the line. Barely. That was definitely out. And whistle blown. We'll get our first stoppage of play at 15:28 in the first period.
I'm going to go ahead and refrain on any call and commentary after that play.
So Buboltz with Wilson and Mead on now. Jenks, patrolling the blue line, turns over at the center line. Mead's going to pick up a little bit of trash at the blue line, comes back again to Jenks. Jenks will push up to Mead. Mead's got a step. She can go wide. She plays to herself off the wall, tries to race the corner, little stick check. She's going to battle right in front of us. Buboltz on to support. Wilson now going to read the play, comes around the wall. Haren's going to play back for the moment, knowing she's got a couple speedy forwards with her. Buboltz will circle. She can come through. Going to try to backhand, gets it out to the point. Jenks will put a soft shot through Buboltz on her knees. Now played out front to Haren. Haren will put one pop fly. Has no idea where that one was. She'll hold the zone. Mead now will circle. She can rip that thing. Oh, drags for the moment. Again, looking like me on the tee box. Pulls her head up for the moment and whiffs.
Hey, you want me to do the camera?
Hey, as a baseball guy that lived off the Seeing Eye single, I was kind of hoping that thing might bloop and find its way in.
Right?
Line drive in the book, Chris.
Line drive in the book counts as a run on base. So now Freed will come on, attack at the blue line, Oh boy. Freed will come on. I gotta gather myself up here.
Thanks, Amy, for the laugh.
Yeah. Don't text in game, Amy. We don't need this. Russo now gathers in her own zone, gives way to Mead. Mead's going to go cross ice to Suraju. Suraju plays out to the middle. She'll muscle her way through. Plays up to the wall. Russo will gather. That's out of the zone. Hits a skate of a referee. And now we've got the yellow tape of Morris entering the zone. She'll take a look, put the brakes on at the circle. Find Russo with a grade A one time right in the slot. Suraju now will pop one out to center ice. Held by Kurtz. Nope, that's Noble. Tough angle here for the broadcast booth. We're all jockeying for position. Looks like a bingo parlor over here. So now Morris, little sauce pass, played off to the corner. Held by Suraju. Suraju will pop it over the top of her defenseman. Kate on now with speed. Places the half wall out to center ice. Broken up by Joseph. Now Hillman goes to work. She's going to chase into the corner. Plays up to the half wall. Nobody there to support. Finds Lulu Fries right in the slot. Backhand just flew by. Now Joseph's in. She's going to look to the slot again. Comes out to the point for Fries. Fries out front. That one buried. And then finally in. So Hillman hits the post, pops out front, and that'll be buried by the center, Hendricks. Jake, that makes up for the guts shot from Hendricks earlier.
6 more to go.
Yeah,
6 more to go.
I'm not 100% sure who they're going to credit there, but what I can tell you is that we're shooting the puck like a team that thinks they only need to win by 1.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to dial it in here in the next 50 minutes or whatever we got left.
So,
I can't do math.
Hey, for those of you at home, push record on the TV. We're going to submit this for a daytime Emmy. This is a solid show, the production so far. We're going to keep it rolling.
I think Kate might have ricocheted back off Hillman.
Doesn't matter. It's
1-0.
So Hillman now comes in. She's going to put one right over the glove of the goaltender for the Aviators. Held by Fries. Fries will put across to Hillman. She'll gather. Tough angle shot. That's another gut shot. Hillman. That's fine. Keep shooting. We want shots.
Shot. Okay. Yeah, no. None of that happened, Mr. Jenks.
We got him in the mouth. We got him coming out of the mouth. And we got him in the pockets.
Really got.
I'm liking the offensive zone here. Good thing we moved down to this end, huh, Chris?
It is good to move down. Otherwise, we'd be in deep trouble. I wouldn't recognize any faces. Jinx will hold in line. She'll put in behind the wall. Wilson with the rocket speed coming around the wall. Oh! Pinched.
That should be a 5.
We're going to get roughing.
Are they calling on that on Kiana?
No way.
Because they're calling a penalty on Kiana.
5-minute major on Kiana. I mean,
all right, so Wayzata's going to put themselves short-handed here at 11:35.
this is such typical play from Kiana, just being the aggressor and leveling
this
people.
This is the epitome of being hometown.
Face killer right there.
You know, we come into this game even money. Even money. We just need a couple penalties. Now the clock's running.
Go figure, Kiana being a goon again.
Yeah, right.
It was a great hit.
It was a great hit.
Played out front in the
great,
slot.
clean hit.
Not sure why.
Bottom
why
line is,
Wayzata
we're
fumbling
gonna-
around in this dangerous ice.
1 goal goes in, we may as well get back on the bus.
So Buboltz pops that one out to center ice. She falls on the attempt. That's dumped in. That should be icing. No,
checking?
she actually, as I check my eyesight, she
Did they
did
say
have the
checking?
line. Jinx and Abood playing defense here. Comes up the wall. Mead tries to play to herself up the wall, but thwarted by a forward for the Aviators. Tough escape here for the Trojans. It was actually an easier escape from the escape room this afternoon.
Apparently.
So we'll let this play out for the moment. Puck walks into the slot out front. Alvarez has to make a save.
We were just a shoelace away from getting on the bus there, Chris, and heading back to Wayzata.
I was going to get on the Moose bus, wherever that one was going. That looked like it was warmed up, ready to go.
They have a juniors team here, NA 3HL.
Plays out front. Now
Not
it's going
exactly
to clear
sure
the
what
zone.
league that
Buboltz
is.
actually high stick that one. Gets the blue line, but not out. I'd take an ice at this point. We're a minute into this power play, and a boot is good for it.
Catch the snow.
Come on. Right in front of us. I got a front row seat to that spinning puck. I knew it was going to get there. Wasn't quite rolling enough to stop it. So Russo will come on with Morris to kill the last 26 seconds of this power play for the Aviators. Tall goaltender standing in front of us for the Aviators. Took us a little bit to crack the code last game, Jake.
Yeah, it did. And so far, we've had a little bit of trouble with her, but managed to sneak one by.
This comes out to the point. They set up and kicked to the side by Russo. She'll gather, play out to Morris. 17 seconds. Morris won right into the guts. Good rebound attempt for Russo. Couldn't quite get her stick on it, though. Now the defenseman for Wayzata will posture up. Good play by Freed. Played through center ice now. Russo crosses the blue line. She can get a shot and pops one. Not shorthanded, unfortunately. But that's two. Jake.
That's
at 9:31.
We're two for 6, Chris, and shorthanded or not, goal's a goal.
Processing nicely, as they would say.
It's a big goal. For all the Alex girls who are watching.
So Russo's going to win this face-off easy to Harn. Harn's going to take a look, give way to Freed, who looks to Russo center ice, skips off the end of her stick, plays up off a stanchion, back into the neutral zone.
Corralled off the stanchion, I think, Chris, actually. I mean, it was a nice little chip play. And
trying to work my new nouns
elbow to the face.
Into the play.
Worth noting that up in the heated box where we're not welcome, being from the Twin Cities, is the Alexandria 15 UA players.
Watching the whole smear. That's tipped through traffic. It's loose. It trickled right in front. Russo gets pinched to the side of the net. She's going to sit there for a little bit. Now it comes out to Harn. Harn's going to rip one through traffic. It's in the mixer.
Feet.
Deep. Heavy sticks here, girls. Heavy sticks. It's loose. Still loose.
That's a goal.
Still loose.
What are you talking about?
Sits on it. No, that did not go in. I got a pretty good look at it from the perch.
Well, I don't know, Chris. You can get a pretty good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up Bull's ass, but wouldn't you rather take the butcher's word for it?
Yes, please.
There's no holding back, folks. We got to get to 6. So now Freed puts one in, again, out hard in the mixer. Played at the top of the circle. Morris is going to chase to the corner. Long 14 for the Aviators. Puts it out in center. It'll be a race
this is
down
trouble.
the middle. Now it comes out. Alvarez will stop that one cold and get a face off. No more texting, Roscup. So face-off coming to that would be the left glove side of Alvarez. Hendricks will be on to take it. Quick drop, won by Wayzata, and it's going to be Hillman coming up the near side wall. She gets sticked off the ice, puts on the brakes. That's now in deep for the Aviators. Comes around the net. Joseph will take a look, find Hendricks through center ice. Here come the wheels of Hendricks. She's got an extra gear when she knows she's got one on tap. Popped. I think that actually was deflected right up over by the goaltender. So good goaltender play. Can't falter for that one. That now is played in deep by 14 for the Aviators. All 5 look to the bench. Wayzata can stretch.
Go.
Nope, but it looks like Joseph in with a head of steam. She gets long stick, plays the corner to herself. She'll play all the way around, try to put the brakes on. Now she's got the sport of fries. Oh, what was that? That's Hillman out front, just shocked by the puck in her boot. Tries to play up the board, thwarted by 12, pinched by Noble. Back check. Now it'll be 9 coming in for the Aviators. Bad angle shot. She'll pass. That's a hook all day by Joseph, but they're not going to call it. Maybe we're not getting hometown. Plays out to Hillman again. She's going to come up the wall. She'll dump deep. That's actually on net, not frozen. She'll give her Aviator forward a chance to break out. Played up off the glass, can be picked up by Kurtz. Kurtz gives to Wilson. Wilson takes a look. She's got another look. Oh, be strong on your stick, Kiana. Plays out to center. It's a boot with boo balls. Aboud's going to skate through. She's got a step. She'll come in. She'll circle, looking for a seam. Play out to the point. That's Kurtz. Kurtz will put one in through traffic. Pops out to the center. Aboud back in her defensive spot will gather it. Play to the blue line again. She gets tripped.
And we got a hand up in the air, Chris.
Hand up in the air. Angie's heading to the net. That one blows the stick out of an aviator hand, and we'll finally get a whistle here. So Alvarez made it to the net. Late on was Russo, and we're going to get a Russo, Suraju, Morris power play. Power play. Coming in 6-17.
Power play sponsored by.
Sponsor for power play is Cooper.
Hilltop
Copper.
Lumber. Come
Hilltop
on, man.
Lumber.
It's Hilltop Lumber.
Hilltop Lumber for the first period power play here on the west rink of Alexandria.
When you're running out of wood, call Hilltop Lumber.
Locations in Alexandria, Glenwood, Ottertail, Parker Spray, and of course Brandon, Minnesota. Aboud's going to circle this one at the blue line. She's pressured by 9. If Wayzata could shake loose of this mid-ice forecheck, they're going to be in now 3-on-2. Russo puts one glove just over the top of the bar. Haran saves, holds. Oh.
Would love to see the power play just kind of settle down a little bit here, Chris.
So this will be an ice. Give Wayzata a chance to set something up here deep in their zone. At 1:23 left in the power play for Wayzata. 5:40 in the first. Wayzata up 2-0.
Decent pace so far on our end.
So this is an opportunity. We haven't, the last game we didn't have a decent chance to set up the power play. So Haran with Jinx. Russo, Suraju. So Haran a little bit late to the jump. Suraju's going to have to back check. Jinx will back out of there to defend. Picked off through the middle. Now held by the defenseman for the Aviators. Comes out and back in deep. Played hard by Jinx. Jinx got a step. She'll come through traffic. Now she'll turn on the Jets. She'll lead the rush. She'll look. That's just wide of the net. She'll posture up back on defense while our forwards are going to have to back check through. It's a pretty decent back check by Wayzata. Oh, mishandled or mispass Jinx to Russo. Haran will take a look over her shoulder. She'll look up, find Morris on, gives way to Hendricks. Hendricks crosses the red line. Now it's picked up by Noble. Noble plays out to the middle, and Alvarez will have to play it. Cross ice to Hillman. Hillman can come in with speed. She's got plenty of gap to work with. She can drag through. She does. Puts one on net. It's loose. Still loose. Oh, come on! You can't blow whistle! No! So 2 seconds left in the power play for Wayzata. We get a pretty poorly played whistle by an official, but we'll get one in deep and one more attempt.
Nice little play by Hillman there, Chris. Love to see her with the patience and make a move.
Whoop, that one's played into a skate. Hendricks will put one in the slot. Fries! Yeah!
That's a bang goal. A bang goal. I think they might call that from where I'm from a tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe, tap-tap-tap-a-roo. Hillman put that one in. That's a tappy team of a forward between Fries, Hillman, and Hendricks. So that's 3, Jake.
That's
The Hendy.
The Hendy.
That's 3.
Hendy set that up.
3 a period plus 1.
That's good.
15 UA Alexandria still looking, waiting for their supper, as they would say out here. That's probably warming up in the crock pot.
They're starting to sweat a little bit, Chris, and it isn't from the jalapenos and the walking tacos here, I'll tell you that much.
That's frozen in the zone by Noble. Noble will stay in. Now she'll switch out with Fries. Hendricks looks to the slot. Finds a Freed. That's impossible. That's four, Jake.
I mean, hey, winners win, you know?
All of a sudden, Wayzata finds this scoring streak in them, and they're going to need it here late in this pool play in Alexandria.
What do you guys say the over-under is?
It doesn't matter, Shane. There can't be one on the other side of the goal.
Yeah. I got 10.
You're going 10.
10-0.
10.
All right.
Nothing matters past 7.
I see some
And nothing matters
I see
past
some
one.
hunger from the ladies. They want to score today.
So Hillman will pick this one up. She trips on her own laces right at the top of the circle. That's played out to the half wall, mishandled. Noble will hold. Skipping puck finds the center for the Aviators. That comes in and back out, but back in again, and we'll get a face-off out of the zone.
Our colleague here, Shane Joseph, calling for a 10-0 game. I'm pretty sure that might be Canadian math, considering he told us he scored 5 goals and 3 assists in the alumni game last night. Hockey Day, Minnesota. Turned out it was only 2.
It was a rock-solid alumni game. Shane rolls in from the cities just limping like he just got a exit.
Limp.
Like he got an exit from the old folks' home.
Playing an NHL game.
Easy.
He does the things that none of us can. We live vicariously through him.
Yes,
Young,
we
spry
do.
man that he is. So Blue Bolts will take this face-off deep in the Aviator zone. 3:16 left in the first. Blue Bolts will pick that one up. She puts one right into the face of the Aviators goaltender. She looks over at her dad and is like, What'd I do?
No cross checks today.
So she'll take another face off here, just stun the goalie right between the eyes. Plays it forward. She's going to play it again. She's going to try to circle now. She'll look out to the point. Now she's got what she likes, and that's Joseph. Joseph put one through traffic. Good, hard battle by Wilson. Almost gloved by Kurt. She's got long arms anyway, just out of her reach. Played up, Joseph to Mead. Mead will clear the line. Give way back to Bubaltz. Bubaltz, a quarterback out through center ice. Play to set. Ooh,
Little elbow to the face there.
Didn't like what she did to the goaltender, I guess. That's fine. Toughens her up a little bit. Mead will walk in on 5. She's long. She can play it to the corner. She'll give back. Good look by Mead. Dakota Kurtz will put one through, redirected, and it's loose, and finally frozen.
Ooh, a little extracurricular there in front of the net.
Angry
Chris.
now.
Let's go.
Suraju.
No penalties.
Suraju walks away from it. She knows she can't take one here.
Ask her if she shaves her legs.
So Wayzata up 4-0, 2:22 left in the first. Shots are 20-3 in favor of your Trojans. Tied up by Russo, picked up by Suraju. Now it's the Aviators going the other direction. Morris takes a hack, tries to break a stick, didn't, thankfully. And Jenks will have to apply pressure in the corner. Comes out, picked up by Russo, read really well. She's got a step. She'll play off the wall and race to the corner. Hard play by 17 defenseman for the Aviators. Plays out into the dangerous slot zone. Now Morris will play back. Suraju will bypass Russo, give back to Suraju. Aboud's now in. We got 4 deep.
Relatively deep there.
She'll circle through a slot. She'll look, pivot. Oh, just over the top of the net. Thankfully, Jenks and Morris rotate over. Morris
And,
stands
here
on the
we go.
pass attempt. It'll be Morris who will have to chase. Cut off the angle. Comes out front. Nobody home. Russo's going to pick this one up off the wall, play it up and out. She's going to look to the bench. Fortunately, she can get there. Now Jenks is going to come in 1-on-3. She'll put one on net, glove, but not held. Picked up behind the Aviators goaltender. Hillman will pick it off the wall now. Played around. Fries applies pressure. Hendricks in the corner. Reaches for the grab. Comes out now to the point. Haran with a rocket. Low. Redirect attempt by Hillman. Backhand now. Fries. Fries hits the side of the net. I had a good look at that one, Jake. Hillman now. Hillman puts one in a dangerous spot. Come on! Now to the point. Haran gathers. She'll put back into the corner. Let her forwards go back to work. Hillman back to Fries. Skips over her stick. Plays up the half wall. Now Haran can rip one through. Oh, that
Off
one
the
got
crossbar.
the actual crossbar. Pops up into the glass. Hits the stanchion. And we're back to work for Wayzata. That one comes through. Circle play, 17 seconds and ticking. This line wants one here late in the first. Good one-time
One-timer.
attempt as Fries was coming in deep. 9 seconds. Wayzata's going to still hold the zone here. as Hillman enforces her will.
Shoot it, Kate! Shoot it!
She looks at the clock. Oh, she took a peek at the clock and saw an open armpit. And we'll go back to the other zone for the second period. Actually, we're going to take a pause, maybe rehydrate between the period, and head down to the other end.
I think it's a good opportunity for us to sign off for a sec, Chris.
Yeah, we're going to figure some stuff out, Jake. All right, ladies. Hey, let's go. Hi, Mom, on the way in.
Everything you got, let's go, let's go!
Everything you got, everything you got. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go.
One.
Live. Hey, Jake, Chuck from Arizona, seeing this game, sent in a message. We only got 3 to go. Got to give up 0. 3 shots on net. Once we get to 7, not sure what the plan is going to be, but we got to get to 7 by the end of this game, right?
Really unique scenario here, Chris, where we're playing a team that we shouldn't have any issues defeating, but we have to win by a certain margin, and we also have to hold them to no goals, and we also have to not have any penalties. I'd like the girls just to go out, play aggressive, and bury goals.
Let's keep the goal train going. I mean, we are 4, 6, 8, and now 4 in our last 4 games. I'm not exactly sure that I'm right on, but they've been coming in bunches for your Trojans. Let's keep that train rolling down the track.
What we want to avoid is a circus second period here. Being on the fairgrounds, that might be difficult. Speaking of the fairgrounds, the closest that Chuck from Arizona has been to the fairgrounds is chasing his girlfriend around in high school. And we're off.
To the corner and half wall. Wayzata picking up where they left off. Although that's a hard pinch, Joseph's going to be forced to chase that one off. She'll gather behind the net of the Alvarez goal. Played out, now Morris crosses the blue line. She's reminded of the fresh ice as the puck moves nicely here. Steered just wide of the net. Morris will fly right in front of us at eye level. Morris tries to put one in on center. Sergio flipped out front, loose for the moment. Still loose, now it's frozen and we'll get a whistle. We'll get a face-off right front row seats for Grandma Pam and Chuck in Arizona.
Quick change from the Trojan bench. Love to see it. Keep the fresh legs out. Pressure on.
Yeah, it's time. So it'll be Hendricks.
Shout out to the Trojan dads.
Wayzata!
Shout out here to the Trojan dads. Been having a fantastic time here in Lakes Country.
Oh, that's a one-time attempt by Hillman. Just fans. Thought she might have busted her stick there, but didn't.
As Hillman would say, we're here watching the Trojans with a Z.
Held by a boot, up and in deep. Shout out, this power plays in the second period. Ooh, Hillman stands up her girl and sits down behind their own net.
I don't think we're on a power play there, Chris.
Well, I was just going to say, if we get on a power play here in the second, it's going to be brought to you by
Zorbas.
And Luke's Lure. Unbelievable meal last night, Jake. I know you weren't in. Oh, yeah, were you in for the meal last night?
Of course I was here. I had the
You had a nice
skirt
walleye
steak.
meal, skirt steak. Played up. Not sure where that went. She's going to shake it out of the jersey, and now it's down in the blue pin.
Little known fact, Chris, Zorbas was founded by a fellow from Fargo, North Dakota, my hometown. Also played high school basketball with his son. Kane Hansen with a Z.
Now it's all starting to come together. So Buwald's to the right of the blocker for the Aviators. Dynamite drop in there, Jake. Played up the wall, under the skate of a boot. A boot will play it up front. She'll get caught flat-footed. Buwald will cover, though. She'll skate all the way around the Alvarez net. Alvarez making sure that she's got things protected. Mead on the half wall gives way back to Bubaltz. Bubaltz will find Wilson. She gathers that one. Long stick attempt played out front. Held by Mead. Up the wall, Kurtz. Kurtz will dump back in. Mead now applying pressure. Wilson will be up into the stanchion. Pops out to the top of the circle. Loose for the moment. And Aviators are going to go the other direction. They'll clear center, clear the blue line, walk in, hits a skate. Wilson redirects, cleared by Wayzata. Mead on the wrong side of the ice. She'll dump to the corner and look to the bench. Long change for Wayzata in this second period. Sergiu on now, fresh legs. Now Russo. Russo has Harin calling for it at the point. I think Harin wants to get a hard one on net here in this period. She'll back out of this one. Flipped up high. Fresh ice is a quick icing at 14:05 here in the second period. Wayzata up 4-0.
We'll take it. I would tend to agree. Our D love to play in the offensive zone, no doubt about it. Harin with one of the harder shots, if not the hardest shot on the team. Let's feed her.
Let's get it up and let it rip. Pack it in front. See if we can hit a body, hit a stick, and bury another one. Get ourselves down to only 2 left. This one gets out through center. Jenks will gather, give way to Sergiu. Sergiu will play it herself. Now it'll circle up, hit a skate. Russo's going to be the benefactor. Now it's on the curling far edge. To the blue line, now out. Harin stumbles for the moment. Rolling puck, she backhands up to Sergiu on the wall. That'll come out off the wall. Little fumble wall play. Russo, Sergiu, picked up again by Russo. She'll cross center ice. Now she's got a head of steam. She gets stabbed in the back on the way through. That's a hard shot. Just blocked by the goaltender for the Aviators. Noble wasn't quite sure what she wanted to do with that one, and then we'll get an icing at 3:15.
I think we might have got a gift there with a decent look. It probably deflected off her stick, but
yeah, Noble I saw coming in on the wall. She stopped at the top of the circle and realized, hey, it's not going to get to me. I'll just scoot down maybe a little bit more. So Hendricks in front of us here with Hillman and Fry. She'll play out front. Oh, little tip to Fry's.
first time in the last 25 years that face-off play has worked.
Always play it forward. Never fails. Plays up to Hendricks. Hendricks will backhand that across the blue line. She'll give to Hillman. Hillman hits a shin. Now Hendricks. Hendricks will gather. She whiffs on the centering attempt, hits the back of the net. Now it's out front. Still loose. Now out and other direction for Grand Forks Aviators. Friedel blocked that one at the blue line. Got a mouthful of marshmallows, I guess, Jake. Things are getting harder as we
don't need them all
we get
like
it deeper
that
into this
popped out
game.
right
Played out front and steered to the corner by Alvarez. Now behind the net. Noble will chase. I think that's Noble still. Hard to see. Out front.
Off, no.
A little bit of sloppy play here at 12:10 in the second period. Not playing what I would want to see here in the second period.
A little bit of lack of discipline. As my esteemed colleague to my left pointed out, we had 3 forwards below the goal there. Grade A opportunity if somebody stayed a little bit high. I hope the girls just get back to playing fundamental hockey and not pressing.
Wilson can't peel this one off the wall. It's played back into the corner for the Aviators. Now it'll be Kurtz applying pressure. Comes out to the point. Mead quick to spot that one. Joseph tries to play through a stick. It's going to be a wall battle. Bubalt's on supporting. She'll pinch through the arms, hold it up for the moment, and give Joseph a backhand chance. We would like to see Wilson fly on that one as she's got the wheels to go. That one comes out of the zone. Mead's going to be at center ice. That's a backhand attempt back in deep into the Wayzata zone. 11.5 here in the second period. Joseph up the wall, peeled off, popped back in. Joseph to Buboltz. Buboltz hits a shin, it clears, but the Aviators seem to have the upper hand here in the middle sections of the second period. Now Mead's got a chance. She's got Buboltz out front, played smartly in offsides by the Aviators.
Lots of offensive pressure by Grand Forks. Good time for a shift. Clean the slate.
Clean the slate. Start over again. 11 minutes or 10:54 in the period. Sergiu's tied up on the face-off, but Abud will collect it. Now Russo. Russo to Sergiu. Sergiu back to Russo, tries it one time, steered to the corner. Morris is going to race into it. Played out front and out. Sergiu, I'd like to see Alvarez come out and play this one. She does. Plays it to the wall. Little hesitation from Alvarez there. I think I talked about it in the last broadcast. I think she fanned on one, gave up a goal. It's good to get her confidence back. That's a play that a goaltender has to come out and make. She played it right. Play out in front of us, finds Russo out front. Blocker save by the Aviator goaltender. Now Morris up the wall over to Sergiu. Back to Morris. Morris looks out front. Steered off. Russo. Ooh, nice pass by Abud. Morris was a little bit shocked by that one on her yellow tape. Morris back to Sergiu. Sergiu tries to steer one in just wide. Russo to the point. Abud puts one in, pops up into the black netting here on the west rink of Runestone Community Center up here in Alexandria, Minnesota.
Lots of good looks there, Chris.
A little bit of a change in momentum here as we hit the 9-minute mark of this hockey game. Running out of time. Well, can't score 4 every period, Shane. We still got 2 to go.
And we still will.
So 4 goals for Wayzata, got to get to 7. I think the girls know it. Freed puts that one into a shin. She's able to recover. Plays into a rookie official, Skate, who can't get out of the way. That one's dragged into the corner. Aviators will possess for the time being. Don't like where this is heading. Now it's out of the point. Alvarez will glove that one and freeze it.
Interesting dynamic here in this game, Chris, where every time it goes into our defensive zone, I feel like the entire tournament's on the line, which it shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't be.
But
can't give up 1. This game arguably is in hand, but you got to get to 7 and not give up 1.
Alvarez standing tall so far.
Go, girls.
Does feel a little bit like the Alexandria girls may have given Grand Forks a pep talk in the locker room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or perhaps some of Hillman's smelling salts.
So played in the zone. Grand Forks is going to control play here as we cross the 9-minute mark in the third period. Buboltz will gather behind her own net, play up over to Haran. She gets dumped and stood up, but Haran's got a spot to go. She'll drag across center. She finds, oh, come on.
Cheesy call.
I don't know about that call, Chris. I thought there was a 5 or 6 foot buffer on the blue line.
They're going to pull it all the way down, too.
We got homers. We got people paid off here.
This is what hometown hockey looks like when you tie the home team in the second game pool play. I'm looking directly up at the Alexandria A team, and they're just nodding their heads in agreement.
Yeah, decent chance the fix is in. Being up from up north, I know how that goes.
Picked up by Buboltz at center ice, held by Freed for the moment. Buboltz will come back in. Mead's on side. She's got a step up right in front of us, puts one right into the glove of the goaltender for the Aviators. So face-off will come right out front.
Despite having an illustrious athletic career, Chris, I'm not sure I'd ever won a game but for refs in on the fix.
Always. Always. Buboltz with his forward, tries to put one in.
There's the second time in the last 25 years that play has worked.
Tries to lift her blade up. Not sure that she's trying to hurt somebody or just slide into home. Olivia, we're playing hockey, not softball. She'll win it forward again. She gets tripped on the way. Stand up. Now it comes out to Freed. Freed's going to one-time this one through just wide of the net. plays up the wall, Haran in, backhands into the guts of a charging Aviator. Picked up, Buwalt will backhand possess. She'll go to the corner and look to the bench. Forwards are going to change. Haran's going to be in on the forecheck. That plays up. Rotating over was Freed. Good defensive play. Now Haran's going to find herself in the slot. Shoot that thing, kid. Plays backhand now to Morris. Morris will put one in just wide of the net again. Russo picks it up at the side of the circle. It's on the zone. Yeah, that's going to be waved off. Okay. That's fine.
Momentum back in our favor, Chris. Now we just need to finish one or two. Sure would be nice to go into the third with a 6 or 7 goal lead.
Let's get one here in the next two and make my back loosen up a little bit.
It's like we got Fries dancing across the way.
Serju now behind the net of the Aviator. She's looking for Morris. Morris gathers. Puck is loose.
That's a goal.
And buried. That's what we needed, Serju!
King of the dirty goals, Serju.
Queen. I believe it's a queen of the dirty goals.
Queen, king, regardless, fantastic play in front of the net.
You know what? It's 2025.
We got
She's
Mr. Fries leading the
Somebody zoom in on that guy because he's going to be kicked out of here in no time.
So that's 5. 2 to go.
2 to go, but more importantly, we need to keep the donut up on the left-hand side of the scoreboard.
Played across ice. Alvarez
boy.
comes out deep to play that one. Thwards it to the corner. That one's shot through center ice. Sergio gives way to, that looks like Kurtz maybe? Or is that Joseph? That's Joseph. Played up ice. Joseph in on the rush. She'll pick it up again. She can play right out in front of us. Into the corner. She'll backhand to herself behind the net. Comes out to dangerous backhand for Morris. Morris will gather the rolling puck out front. Sergio again. Now Russo. Russo will play behind the net. Morris smells blood. She'll pinch through hands. Pinch through her back right in front of us. Now Noble, cross ice to Joseph. Joseph back into the corner. Woo. Morris, Sergio, both converging at the same time. Well read by Noble. Out through the curling circle, picked up by Joseph. Joseph backhand, back up to Morris. Again, that's not the rookie official, but it's just an old man. Couldn't get out of the way.
Underappreciated play by Lydia there, prevented a 2-on-1 going the other way.
Noble now, she'll clear center ice. Things are getting a little bit rough here at the 5-minute mark. 5-0 Wayzata. Now Hillman's going to have a chance. Whoa, hardest shot. Steps on it. She stepped on the stick. That's a goal. Good by Fries.
Doesn't matter. Stick, no stick. Give her a stick, give her 3 sticks. Fries is going to go in. Hockey sticks. Let's go.
So Hillman shoots so hard it knocks the stick out of the goaltender's hand. Fries picks up the mess out front, and I'm looking up to the Alexandria A team, a little bit of disappointment. I think they're making cell phone calls to the commissioner, let the officials know. Cross ice pass over to Fries. Oh, that's a hard jack into the wall. Fries won't take that. Just don't fight. So Wayzata will go on a power play, look to get 7 here at the 5. Well, clock's running. Are we running clock at 6?
We are running clock at 6.
Yeah.
I thought it might be only in the 3rd period. This is probably the first time in history where I'm thinking that up 6.
It's up now.
Yeah, running clock against us, but I think it should only be in the 3rd period. Once we get to 7, they can start running it all they want, right, Chris?
No question. Hillman can if Hillman would have just turned her head, she'd have walked that one right into the slot. Aboud's going to get a chance. Fires just wide of the net. Gathered by Hillman. Hillman back in, and that's 7, Jake. We got there. Pack it in, run the clock.
7 times. 7 winner.
Yeah, baby!
I haven't been more excited for a 7 since I was at the Win in Vegas and rolled 6 in a row.
So Wayzata up now 7-0.
And the clock will run And hopefully the strategery.
It's kind of sometimes running.
Yep,
I think it's
clock.
only in the third period typically, but
Looking up at the coaches for Alexandria, they're looking down on us like those guys can't be having that much fun. We are in Alexandria after all.
well, they can't be listening to our broadcast because they don't know how to use YouTube.
We try to keep it positive here on the. Good
Penalty
play
shot!
by Wilson coming through. Now Meade at the circle. She'll play back into the corner. Bubolt's again sliding into home base out of the corner of my eye.
We got to keep it between the pipes here, Chris. Now we're playing no penalties, no goals for them, no penalties.
Score doesn't matter anymore. We just need zeros. Oh, Bubolt's back in just wide of the net. Meade.
But to be honest, Chris, I say let's keep the heat on. The more we keep it in our offensive zone and them on their heels, the less chance they are going to score.
Clock is running here at the second, 3:36 and counting down. So in favor of Wayzata.
Miley Cyrus, we want to mention Miley Cyrus. She's awesome.
Yep. Outstanding shit.
Daughter of Billy Ray, one of my favorite country music stars. Sweet
Without a
mullet.
question.
Fantastic mullet.
That is maybe the starter of the modern mullet. Played out by Jenks through center ice, gives way to Harn. Harn will gather, backhand pass, picked up by Buboltz. Harn's going to race to this one, gets tricked out of the play, and Aviators will come in. Now Meade, she'll clear. Held up at the wall. Buboltz will battle in center ice in the island. Played out over to Meade. Meade's going to have a step. She can walk in. She drags. Oh, that's just wide off the mark. She's going to look to the bench now. Russo's on. Wilson will battle in the corner with two. Russo finds it in the dot. Oh, that's just sticked above the net. Morris finds Russo, tries a one-time. Going to be held by
Great
Harn.
look by
Harn,
Alexi.
take a look. She'll plop one into a shin of an Aviator forward. Picked up off the wall. Played out front. Rolling puck. Great play by Jenks there. That'll be just off the tip of the glove of the Aviators goaltender. Sergiu. Now she'll find Harn. Harn will put one in low and gloved by the Aviators goaltender. 2:03 and ticking. 37 shots on net for Wayzata. So Russo will get her full line with Morris and Sergiu. Defense with change. It's the Might from Mini Might combo, Freed and Noble. Those two read each other's mind, Jake.
Feels a little bit like the commentary crew here tonight,
Yeah,
Chris. I feel like I can
We're blending.
read what you're saying
We're blending.
without even you saying it.
So hard wall play.
Oh,
Yep,
again,
yep.
crazy.
Thought for sure the fix was in. No hand up in the air.
Crazy
Played in the
dynamic
corner.
here, Chris, where we're playing don't give up a goal and don't get a penalty.
Held by Sergiu. Sergiu will peel that one off the wall. Now it's out through center ice. Picked up by Noble. Noble will find Morris. Morris gathers it with her yellow tape. She steers off a check. Looks out front. Oh, that's a nice chance for Sergiu. Just hits wide. Off the glass. Held by Freed. Back in. Russo behind behind the defensive net. Picked up. Oh, Hillman thought she had a pizza pie on the way to the net. She'll pick it up again, look to center. She'll put the brakes on, backhand. Tipped away softly by the goaltender. She'll look to kick that one back. Played up off the glass, out to the point. Backhand held by Freed. Back in. Fries applying pressure. If we play on this end for the rest of the game, or for the rest of this period, I'd be just fine.
I'd be just fine with that as well.
So
Fact-
looks to steer out, plays up off the glass, shin down. Oh, it did come
We'll
out.
take
All
it
right,
with,
we'll
with,
take one.
with running
clock.
time. With running time, Chris. I think anytime we can stop the clock, well, what would typically be a puck stoppage, so stop the play would be a good thing.
So I want to be a sportsman.
Now they stop the clock. The fix is in. I'm not sure
What
why.
are we doing here?
We stopped the clock for.
Earth the bro. Earth the bro.
Bro. Eartha, come on, bro.
So 4 minutes, 4 seconds ticking away. You know, Jake, I want to be a good sportsman in this game, but as we enter the third period here, anytime the puck's in our defensive zone, I say ice the puck.
Ice it.
Let
do
it
whatever
rip,
you can do.
Let's let it happen, Captain.
We're playing to win a hockey game here. We're not making friends.
No question. Well, we've already won the hockey game. Now it's contain the lead.
Advance.
So we'll head back down to the corner, hopefully, to finish this hockey game out at a 7-0 lead. So we're back live, Jake. The sentiment amongst the crew here, Dads plus Merida is the crew, is never been so stressed out on a 7-0 game. So got to finish this game in 17 minutes.
Cut the tension in here with a knife, Chris.
I feel down in my plums. Played out in deep. Joseph's going to play this one behind her own net. Oh boy. Serge will try to chip that one up off the wall. Official out of the way. Doesn't get to the blue line, but not out. It'll be fumbled. Now it's out front. It'll be Russo on a race. Gathered. Sergio can get her foot on that one. Plays out front. Just play in this zone, girls. That's all we're looking for. Don't need another one. Just don't need to give one. Ooh, that's a hard play. No hand in the air. Thank God.
We're looking for zone time. And
Zone
stoppages.
time right out in front of us.
Zone
Good
time
wall
and
play here
stoppages
by
other than
Sergio and
penalties.
Mark. Comes out to the point, not out. Joseph puts one in. Honestly, if we can just shoot for the glove at this point, get the freeze of the clock.
Goals will stop the clock as well.
This one's played out.
No different. No different than gloves.
That's a good point.
Gloves covers
My math
goals.
is bad. Oh boy. Tipped up.
One thing one thing we don't need is
Let's get a switch, huh?
Steered now to the corner, 15 and a
turnovers.
half. Played a minute and a half of hockey here in the third period. This will come out. Good defensive play by Abood. She'll look cross eyes, find Kurt. That's Hendricks. Hendricks can walk in, gets hooked. Ooh, let's get a freebie.
Run that clock.
Freebie indeed.
Approval nod from Dad.
All Dad's trained her well. It doesn't matter. Find a way to win. And
Why are we not running the clock?
They're doing a penalty, I guess.
All right, fine.
it's running clock.
So rewarded for her attempt will be Hendricks. She'll win it over to the corner. Picked up by Grand Forks. Played up the wall. Bood's going to pinch. Hendricks will cover. Now that's the Hillman coming through the slot. She'll kick it in. Backhand pass. She's being barked at to set up. Abood evades her stick. Played out and back into the. That's the first save for Callanan in this game.
They're stopping the clock because Alexandria parents are running the clock.
That is such crap. Hometown.
I'm going to go out on a limb, fellas, and say when I yelled running clock, the ref heard me, went over and told him. So you guys can thank me.
Yep, that's an assist, Jake, on that one.
Gosh, I do a lot for this team.
Little trip. Comes out front, up the wall.
Burden you bear, Jake.
Bouncing
Might cross
puck
the
held
bear,
by
but-
Freed. Played in the
You're gonna
net.
put a
Clock
15
runs at
station
14:20. That's gloved down by Hendricks. Clears the line. Haran cross ice to Freed. Freed up to Hillman. Hillman can enter. She does. She pauses, goes to the wall, turns around. She gets merged on by
For a
two.
line
aviators.
change, I guess. I don't know.
Played out of the zone. It should be icing if it's got the legs.
Trojan ladies playing hot potato here.
They
on the
wave
power
it off.
play.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable hometown here in Alexandria on the West Rink. Now it'll be Buboltz driving hard. She'll hold it, play it in. That's an attempted shot. Wilson will pick it up. She'll get shoved off. Play back to Wilson. Wilson out to the point. Haran. Haran can't handle. Played out by a long 14 for the Aviators. She'll play up the wall and deep behind Alvarez. Picked up now by Haran. Haran will play up the wall. Wilson. Buboltz supports. Grand Rapids full strength.
Grand Forks. Grand Forks, Chris.
Played up the board. Mead. Out to the point. Joseph tipped by Russo. Long reach glove by the Aviators goaltender. Can't quite get there. Mead's going to pick that one up. Give it back to Russo. Russo will hold in the corner. She'll look for a seam. She'll get on her forehand. Pots it. That's a great shot as she made her way to a seam. Rather
Running
quickly.
clock!
You got to be kidding me.
Well, we kind of have to be, considering it's such a goofball game
It
where
is
we have
such
to
a
hold them to
bullshit
zero.
deal where the home team is running the clock. They know their girls are watching up top, and they refuse to follow the rules.
Whatever we can do to give Grand Forks an advantage.
Played out now. Joseph looks cross ice. She threads the needle to Mead. To Morris. Now Freed. Freed out of the zone. We'll gather up and try again. Joseph played into the zone. She's just going to slow-mo her way in. Plays through the blue paint. Out to the point. Noble. Noble will play back into the corner. Flip to Russo. Russo's going to get pinched on the board.
I mean, not a bad strategy here, Chris, but got to have somebody high. We got all three forwards down low.
Played out to the point. Noble will hold back in. Rolling puck comes around. Weird quick carom. Sergio will scoop that one. She's the queen of the scoop.
Queen of the scoop. Russo reading my mind, hanging out by the curling dots.
This will come out. Aviator's going to be in. Good back check by Morris. She knows what's at stake. That comes out of the zone and
Offside.
back in. That should be offside. Come on. And gloved by Alvarez. Right into the netting of the Alvarez net.
A Christmas miracle, Chris. The clock continues to run.
Sorry for my language earlier, folks. I just can only take so much. So this looks like Hendricks taking the face off. That's one out to the point. Backhand. Picked up by Kurtz. Kurtz will give way over to Fries. Fries will be in a battle on the wall. A little bit of freeze. Fries. Or Kurtz over to Abood. Abood finds the backhand of Hendricks. Hendricks tries to tip that to herself. Hey, she finds Hillman. Hillman
Trip.
gets checked off the ice.
And we got a penalty called.
We're going to stop the clock again? Is that what we're going to do? No,
No.
it continues to run.
We're not going to do that,
learning.
Chris. They took one look down here left and saw us degenerates ready to go postal yet again and kept the clock running. No, he doesn't know. They're not supposed to. Got amateur hour here in Alexandria.
No, I think it's the captain's dad is what we got going. So this will play out front. Fries finds a gift, pops it over the top of the net in our backhand. They're going to just barking to set up the play. Hillman will play all the way out to the point. Not sure where Abood was, but she was in a little bit deeper than she wanted to be. Plays up the wall. Hillman will drag in. She can pause. She's just going to give to Fries. Bouncing puck. slapped at by Hendricks. Lulu's going to look out to the point. She finds Abood. Abood back to Hendricks. Hendricks will stop it on the wall. She'll drag, find the seam, get hooked in. That one's loose for the moment, plays behind the net. Up the wall.
Not too aggressive, not too aggressive.
Good body play. Almost stick down by Fries. Abood's going to gather that one up, come across the curling circle, out of the zone, back in. That should have been offsides, but not. Abood finds it again, gives up to Hillman. Hillman will cross the blue line. She'll go to the steer of the corner. She'll drag with the long stick. Now she'll look to center. Buboltz.
Little
Awkward angle. Didn't mind that one bit.
Little dipsy-do there.
Hillman now behind the net. Long reaches, 8:53 and ticking, 36 left in the power play for Wayzata, up 8-0. Out to the point, Jenks. Jenks back into the corner. Hillman's going to look to the bench. Wilson. Jenks wisely backs out of that one. Played out front, out of the zone. It'll be a race, picked up wisely by Mead. Mead now in on the action. She'll go up the wall, play into the corner. Her line mates will look on to come to support. Played out front, held by Wilson for the second and then out.
Ice it.
Jinx will grab this one. She's got plenty of ice to work with. Turns over in the neutral zone though.
At this point, Chris, I think we're just looking for stoppages. Let's just fire it in.
Yep. Anything to stop the clock or run the clock as you would. So that's played in behind the net. Off the dasher. Jinx tripped behind the own net. Comes out to a dangerous slide. Buboltz diving. And that's up into the black netting. Jake, I'm going to need the other half of that bottle here as we're running clock at 7:45.
Oh, the pressure of the third period got to me, Chris, and I didn't even realize I hadn't had my first half.
So sweating it out here in the third period. Running clock 7.5 in the period. Little pause to hydrate on the dark water. And we play on. Behind the net of Wayzata, picked up, running the other direction. It looks like needle threaded from Russo over to Morris. Morris, center ice play. Friedel picked that one up, gives to Suraju. Played up ice into the snowbank. Suraju will walk in.
Snapshot.
She looked for a little English on that one. She trips on her way through. I think she stepped on the puck, but gathered herself up. Gonna put one out front. Oh, Freed. Now we'll pick that one up on her backhand. One thing I have to say over the course of the season, these girls playing on their offhand have really figured out how to play this game off of the walls. It's super hard for wingers to pick that puck off the wall on their backhand and play it. Super hard for a bunch of left-handed defensemen on this team to pick it up off the walls, and they've been adapting nicely over the course of this season.
I agree, Chris. In addition to that, I've been managing to find ways to drink high noons with my right and my left hand throughout the season.
All season.
Ambidextrous Jake.
Finding comfort in all kinds of flavors in the 2025 year.
The one thing I have struggled with is the kiwi flavor and watermelon flavor.
Well, unfortunately, Amy's at home this weekend. She'd scoop those right up from you. So that's Russo with the shot on that. We'll get another stoppage of play.
Every
and the clock
cover,
runs.
every cover to our advantage here, Chris. Odd scenario. Whatever we can do.
Oh, that's a good change. Yep.
Good
Yep.
change, long change for Wayzata. Smiling bench. Much to the chagrin of the home team, Alexandria Cardinals.
I feel a calf cramp coming on. We
Yep.
should stop it.
That was played out front, just to the curling circle. That's kicked down by Kurtz. Kurtz will put it back in. Finds Hillman.
Getting down to crunch time here, Chris. 5 minutes to go.
Yep, back out of there, Cade. She knows where to go.
It's almost as if she heard you, Dan.
It's piped in from above. Hillman will freeze it on the wall. We're gonna get a face off. We should get a whistle, but these guys want to get home for their crockpot dinner. Probably something cream of mushroom, if I'm guessing.
It's Hot Dish Saturday, Chris.
It is Hot Dish Saturday. Oh, Don't even talk to me like that, Mike Morris.
Haven't seen the Trojans switch this quickly in, well, the whole season.
Keep running the clock.
Love the
440,
strategery.
440 and ticking here. Shots are 45-7 in favor of your Trojan. That one comes out of the zone. A boot will gather.
Far side.
She'll look far side. Enters the zone. Mead is going to be in on the forecheck.
That's all right. And icing will stop the, the play, and they're going to take their sweet time getting down into the zone.
Late change here expected.
That wouldn't be a bad thing. Go ahead and make a change. Win a draw. Ice it again. Win a draw. Ice it again.
Bubolts will win that one to the corner.
Rim.
Played by Abood. She'll reverse to Wilson.
Skate.
Wilson's going to go back to the corner. Give way to Abood. Abood up the wall to Mead. Mead can handle herself on the board. It's going to be a battle for the second. Jinx, cross ice to Wilson, who will gather it up, play it into the corner.
Beauty,
She'll
Kiana.
look to the bench. Bubolts will go to the bench. Mead will go to the bench. Two fresh defensemen.
Go to the puck.
Haran and Freed on. Played out front. Russo's going to pick that one up. She'll cross the blue line, 3.5. That one's played in the mass. Second one off the face of the Aviator goaltender. That one plays in deep. Russo will pick it up right in front of us. She tries to get stick picked right in front. She's going to play into the corner. Good wall battle. She'll play out front. Freed going to put one in on net. Picked up by Morris. Backhand. Redirect by Sergiu. Misses. Now it's Russo. Russo back to Sergiu. Sergiu's going to put one in and frozen. Clock runs at 2:52 here in the third period.
Every stoppage is to our advantage at this point, Chris. We just want to keep the puck in our zone and have as many stoppages as possible.
So Wayzata's hit the 50 shots on goal mark for the season. 8 goals.
Game. For the game, not the season.
For this game. Good Lord.
I would hope we have had more than 50 shots this season.
Well,
There have been moments. Oh,
so it's played off the wall. Joseph playing defense. She's going to back out of that one. Look out front to clear any space. High slot attempt here. Everybody covered up. That one comes to the point. Alvarez freezes that one. She knows to get that one into her guts. 2:07 counting, ticking here
We don't need that stress.
in the third period.
yeah, we definitely don't. I mean, that's a
Oh,
shot.
we're taking a penalty.
Run the clock.
We're taking a penalty now at the 2-minute mark.
For what?
So a forecheck or a cross check, as I saw Noble heading to the box.
Oh, it's 2 minutes. The rule's 2 minutes.
So 2 minutes. Ticking.
Even up 8?
Wayzata's got to fend off a penalty for the remainder of this game to get themselves into the championship. Ice the puck, ladies. That'll be Russo entering in, shorthanded. She's going to backhand in. It's frozen. Clock ticks.
Yep.
Are we going to run it?
Yeah, it's not 2 minutes. The guy was just being an absolute jackass as usual and stopped the clock so he could get the penalty up.
Clock runs. Russo's going to talk it over with Sergiu. I think she's going to try to win this one back, maybe? Nah, I'd see her winning this one forward.
Forward.
Yep. Tries to win it forward. It's a little held up. She's going to back check her way, be on a battle on the wall. They'll peel it off. Clear the zone. Cross ice. Kurtz will have to defend. That's steered off by Joseph.
Ice it.
Played up the wall, half wall peeled up by the Aviators. She can walk through. Played up to the blue line, but not out and back in. We are at the 1 minute mark in this hockey game. Reverse play. No. Played up off the glass. Doesn't need an ice. That's a Prosser play if I ever saw one.
Chip off the glass, baby. Chip off the
That
glass.
one falls. Oh, that's a great play up into the netting.
What a play.
41 seconds, 40 seconds left.
If I could send a subliminal message to Jordan right now, it's wait and make a change. Wait and make a change. Wait and make a change.
Not gonna do it. He's a much finer gentleman than the alcoholics here in the corner.
I'm not trying to make any pals here, Chris. Winners win.
Freed grabs that one. Oh, tries to play it into the boot. Aboud's going to play that one around the corner. 13 seconds. We'll take an ice here, ladies. Fine, win a battle. That one squirts out into the dangerous spot. Alvarez will freeze. Stop the clock, and that'll be the game. 2-1. Winners. Wayzata. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched, folks. We are in Alexandria. We'll wait until the final is final. But until then, we'll see everybody tomorrow night. Thanks for tuning in.